Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you haven't been here before. And if you haven't been here before, make sure to subscribe to see more of my bilingual ass trying to speak. Now that we have the intro out of the way, this is gonna be more of a vlog style kind of video. But in today's video, I wanted to declutter my makeup collection. I want to declutter my makeup collection because I haven't done that, I think, I haven't done like a general declutter in a few years. I have like decluttered an eyeshadow palette every once in a while, or something that, you know, went off. But I haven't really done a declutter in a long time. But lately I've come to find out that sometimes you have other preferences than you did 2 years ago. So yeah, that just kind of changes. So today I want to show you my very minimalistic makeup collection. My collection is definitely not the biggest one, and I am also somebody who likes to keep their collection pretty condensed. I don't like to purchase too many products, but even I have found that there are a few products in my collection that I don't really use anymore. If you watched my previous video, or the one that comes after this one, well, probably previous. If you watched my previous video, you will have probably seen this makeup already. This is a full face of a drugstore makeup. So if you want to check that out, click one of these two thingies here. And in that video, you couldn't really tell that my foundation was too light for me. Was too dark for me, actually. It's the Catrice foundation, but now you can actually see what I mean, because right here I look pretty normal, and then my entire arms, I just look really pale. I'm not one of those people, obviously, that gets like a ton of PR, so none of the makeup is really like unused. But also, I don't really know how to donate makeup, because here in Belgium, I don't think we have something like that. If you guys are from Belgium and you do know where I can possibly donate some makeup, let me know, please. That would be, you know, that would be a lot better. I've zoomed out a little bit, so this is usually my background. Ta-da! That's my background, you know. I sit there for school and makeup, so I film my videos here, and I also do my like college work. I know. This is my boyfriend's screen. Ooh, that's so cool. And there I'm able to see what I'm doing. That's my tripod. Cool, right? These drawers, I keep my makeup. Here I keep my makeup, and here I keep a few of my skincare items. So I'm actually gonna start with my skincare, because I don't have a lot of skincare products, and I think I'm gonna go through this really quickly. We have the Beauty Bay Skin Hid Clarifying Serum. I'm looking over there because I have no possible way of seeing what I'm doing. So this is the Beauty Bay Clarifying Serum. I'm keeping this because it's almost empty and it doesn't aggravate my skin. And I also have the Hydrating Serum from Beauty Bay. So this one, also really nice. Keeping that one, obviously. So this is the Catrice Hydro Plumping Serum with hyaluronic acid. I'm keeping this one because it's new. Oh, this is probably an item that I want to get rid of. Let me smell it. Yeah. So this is the Beauty Bay Rich Moisturizer, like Thirst Trap Moisturizer. This, I think I've had this for almost about a year, and it says 6 months, and it's starting to smell a little funky. So I'm gonna get rid of this. I think another product that I really wanna like get rid of is the Ordinary Natural Moisturizing Factors plus Hyaluronic Acid. It's this one. To be honest, I wasn't the biggest fan of this, which is probably why I haven't really used this product that much. It's just not my type of moisturizer. Then we also have the Groom Pure Gentle Moisturizer. Oh, by the way, if you were wondering, this is all I have in terms of skincare. I have really the basics. I don't like to buy a lot of like skincare products and then let them go off, even though I just mentioned 2 products. So I have sunscreen. So these are my two sunscreens. I have the La Roche-Posay and Thelios one, and I have the Inkilist SPF 30 sunscreen. And this moisturizer from Groom is the Pure Gentle Moisturizer. So this is the moisturizer. This is the moisturizer that I'm using right now. So yeah, I'm gonna get rid of this Ordinary thing and the this one, because this one smells bad. This gives me a rash. So gone with those. So that was skincare. So when we look at the other side of the room, we have these drawers, and in my first one I do have like just school stuff, obviously. So this is nothing to do with skincare. But then the other two are makeup. So here I have a lot of base products and my concealer and stuff like that. And then in the other drawer right here, we have eye stuff. This is a lot of eye stuff. My lip products, all of my lip products. Hello, it's kind of dark in here. So my lip products, my brushes, and these are my go-to palettes. I'm gonna make a video about my go-to palettes. And this is my face paint palette. My other palettes are actually in another room. So I think I'm just gonna declutter piece by piece. I'll be right back. Okay, so I've got my first basket, and this is the basket with foundations and miscellaneous items. This is the Essence Pretty Natural Hydrating Foundation Keeping. Is there actually something in here that I want to throw away? I don't think so, no. There isn't anything in this collection that I kind of want to throw away, so I'm going to show it to you like this. So here are my concealers. Ta-da! So we have Kosas, Makeup Revolution, Colourpop, and e.l.f. New Catrice Foundation. So these are two primers that I have. This is the Kevyn Aucoin Glass Glow Face. This is a primer slash illuminator, but I like it more as like a priming illuminator. I'm keeping that one. I'm currently emptying this, the Essence Fresh and Fit. This is a foundation that is nearly empty. Otherwise, I would have probably decluttered it, but because it's almost empty, I'm gonna keep it. This is the Nabla Close-Up Futuristic Foundation, and then the Fenty foundation. I'm not the biggest fan of this, as you guys might recall, but I have found that it is a really nice foundation for photography. So I've been using it that way. And then we also have this. This is the Colourpop Pretty Fresh Foundation. Then we have the Revolution Conceal and Hydrate Foundation. Also, yet again, almost empty, but I'm gonna keep this one. And then we have the only fixing spray in my collection right now, the Catrice Fix Glow Spray, and two sponges. That's it for base products. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 foundations. I have 2 primers, 1 liquid illuminator primer, and 4 concealer. So that's basically like a very minimalistic, in my opinion, a quite realistic basic collection. I have 3 face palettes that I, to be honest, don't really use. This is the Natasha Denona Bloom palette. Not my favorite. I really like the entire aesthetic of it, and the colors are really beautiful, but in terms of blushes, this is not really usable. This one, if you're very fair, but even on me, this is like a very light kind of blush. Like you can barely see it, you know. Then we have the Hourglass, what is this? The Edit 4, one of their holiday collections. I've penned this shade. I've been working on these two, so the bronzer and the blush. Not my favorite, to be honest. I feel like the bronzer is a little bit too red toned, and then this, I don't like this. This dim light, I don't like it. I like this one, but it's also not really my favorite. The highlight is really nice. I've got to say, this is a really nice I don't really use this palette that often. But I don't know if I want to declutter it because that just seems like a waste of money. So I think I'm going to keep this just for the sake of trying to use it. And then we have the Hourglass Unlocked palette. Obviously keeping those two shades are gone. I like this highlight. This bronzer is nice when I'm a little bit self-tanned. Blush is beautiful. I love this palette a lot. So those are my face palettes. So I'm gonna keep those face palettes. So next up is the rest of my base products. This is quite a lot. Okay, so I don't know where to start. Okay, let's start with bronzer. So this is the Essence Matte Bronzing Powder. I'm gonna keep this one. I really like this one. Charlotte Tilbury, even though it's not my favorite. This is the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. I have penned this, but I am not the biggest fan of this. I don't know what to do with it. The perfume in this is just driving me absolutely insane. So I think I'm gonna declutter this. We have a powder. This is the Catrice All Matte Plus powder. Definitely emptied quite a bit. Oh my gosh, I think I use this when I use face paints because it's a nice way to kind of, I don't like this powder, but it's a nice way to kind of set them so they're not too tacky. So I'm gonna keep this for that reason. This one, I don't know. This is the Nabla Crown Highlighter. It was from a limited edition. It's obviously way too dark for me. It's a nice eyeshadow. It's pretty much unused. You can still see the pattern and stuff. So I think I'm gonna keep this for family members or friends and see if somebody would like that. Then, oh, I'm gonna get rid of this. This is the Catrice 3D Glow Highlighter. I'm gonna get rid of that. I don't like this one at all. No, it's too icy. It's too white. Even though I'm pretty pale, this is not my favorite. I'm gonna get rid of that one. The ColourPop Super Shock Highlighter. This is in Hades. This was from the Disney collection. I like this one, but it's not my favorite. But it's a nice eyeshadow, so I'm gonna keep it. The Milani Strobe Light Afterglow, I just used this. This is actually what I'm wearing right now. I'm gonna keep this. I'm gonna keep this because it's actually what I'm wearing right now and I do like how it kind of looks. So keeping that one. Those were bronzers, blushes. Okay, let's blush. I have a lot of blushes. I have a lot of new blushes. Oh, I'm getting rid of this one. This is the Physicians Formula Butter Blush. It looks like this, and this is the shade Natural Glow. I don't know who this is supposed to blush because it's not a blush color. Like, oh wait, I'm gonna swatch it. Like, bye. We're decluttering that one. Oh, I am. The e.l.f. Monochromatic Multi-Stick. I purchased this and I actually don't really like it. It's very, oh, you can see. So like this, it looks like a really beautiful blush color, and then you twist it and it's all metallic. It's all gold glitter, and it's just not my cup of tea. Like, it's just way too metallic. I think I'm gonna declutter that one. I don't like it. I'm not using it. Nabla, bring these back, for the love of God, please bring. I want Nabla to bring these back because these are absolutely amazing. These are like the glowy skin sticks. So you have a highlighter and you have a blush. Beautiful as fuck. These are so gorgeous. And then I have the Salty Siren and Bondi Bay from Nude Sticks. I'm keeping both of these because they're beautiful. This is interesting. So the ColourPop Super Shock Shadows. I have Spellbound, which is like with a pink purple reflect. I have Lunch Money, and I have Flexitarian. I think I'm gonna get rid of Lunch Money because it's panned, but that's due to the amount of product that I had to pick up every time to get any kind of payoff. It's just, this color doesn't really do it for me, so I'm gonna declutter this one. And then lastly, we have another cream liquidy kind of thing. This is the Essence #Insta Perfect Liquid Highlighter. I think I'm gonna get rid of this because I actually didn't like it at all. So I'm going to twist it open and kind of swatch it. Very watery, and then when you blend it out, it's just not... Oh, it looks nice like that. But in real life, it just looks a little bit streaky and patchy. And I don't really like the color that much on me, so maybe somebody else will enjoy this a little bit more. Oh my gosh, I'm actually a lot more savage than I thought I was. That was the base product, so I'm gonna... This is what the new thing looks like. A little bit better, a little less products that have been in my collection for so long. Next up, we have a really exciting one. It's eye products. Okay, so this is basically my little bag full of items, like makeup items. Oh, it's getting really dark outside, so I need to hurry up. But this is basically like full of eye products, like single eyeshadows or lashes, mascaras and stuff like that. So this is gonna take me a while actually. But over this, maybe I'll put the camera next to me so you can kind of see a little bit better what I'm doing. Oh, I see something immediately that I want to declutter. So these are the Berry M holographic eyeshadow toppers, and these are for sure expired because when I open them, they're like gloopy, like. So these are for sure expired, so I'm gonna get rid of those. Obviously, keeping all of my neon eyeliners. I love these guys. These are the ColourPop liners. I'm just checking what kind of state they're in.
This is a red one.
Oh, what the hell? Okay, I'm throwing out the green because there's like funky bits on it. I don't know if you'll be able to see, but the green has like funky bits on it. I'm throwing that one out, that's for sure.
Lashes, keeping my lashes, obviously. My lashes, keeping. Maybe I can sort them a little bit nicer. Alright, here we have another one of those ColourPop things.
This is a empty, this is a brow define thing from MUA Cosmetics. I'm keeping my Beauty Bay eyeshadow toppers. I really like these. Oh, I'm actually gonna throw this out. This is the Art Deco eyeshadow base. I'm gonna throw this out because the last time I used this burned the fucking shit out of my eyelids. So that's going.
I'm keeping this. My little elf palettes I keep as well. And we have a few stars in here.
This is new, obviously, the Catrice liquid eyeshadow, so I'm gonna keep this one. I'm gonna keep my Makeup Revolution eyeshadow base. I'm gonna keep this because it's also new, as well as my P. Louise base. I'm gonna declutter these glitters because I never ever use them, and I feel like somebody else could get some better use out of them, so I'm gonna get rid of these. Super Shock shadows. I thought I had another one. Oops. I'm gonna keep them all. This is a green one. This is a very nice like pearl with some orange flecks in it, really pretty. Like a pink one, and then just a really nice champagne color. So I'm keeping those. Keeping my Kevyn Aucoin eyeshadow base as well. This is really nice. This is also empty. It's from NYX Cosmetics. It's an eyebrow pencil, so I'm gonna get rid of that. This is something from Catrice. I'm gonna get rid of it because I think I've had this for years and years and years on end. So that's gonna go. That's probably expired. Then my Essence Melted Chrome eyeshadow. I'm also obviously keeping this.
Got to be glue. Keeping. Now I can see my mascaras.
I'm keeping this one. I'm not sure about this one. I think this one has dried up, to be honest. I'm keeping this one. I'm tossing this one out because this is also dried up. This one as well. Keeping this one and keeping this one. So this one, and this one, and this one. These three are dried up and going into the garbage. And I'm gonna keep these four. This is, by the way, from Colourpop. It's a yellow mascara. This is what my eye thing looks like right now. It's really dark, so you can't really see. This is what my eye thing looks like right now. Much better. Not as much garbage. And these are already the products that we have dispensed. So it's really dark, so I'm gonna have to get a move on because it's turning really dark outside. So I'm gonna keep my face paint palette, obviously. Okay, you can already see it. You can already see it. So these are my go-to palettes, and I'm now gonna quickly get the other palettes that I have. I've got the other palettes. So I have a lot of eyeshadow palettes. I don't know if you might have noticed. Scoot over my palettes. So this is my palette tower. So the last one that you can see is this one, I think. So this one, this is the e.l.f. There are 3 palettes above that. And then down below, the last one that you can properly see is this one. This is my individual palette, and I think there are about 10 palettes underneath that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
8, 9, 10.
34 palettes. Tower. So Soft Glam by ABH. Keeping, obviously. Classic. Riviera by Anastasia Beverly Hills. I'm not sure yet. So I'm gonna put it in the I'm not sure yet.
Subculture, ABH, keeping, obviously. I love that palette. The Essence High palette, keeping, because I really like it. It surprised me. Beauty Bay Pastels palette, keeping. Sugar Pill Mini Fun Size palette, keeping, because it has a cat on it. I really like it. The Pure X Raw Beauty Christy palette. This is a new one, so obviously I'm keeping. My fingerprints are all over it, by the way. The Jackie Aina palette, keeping. No questions asked. Secret palette by Nabla, keeping. I love that one. The Honey palette from Colourpop. I have the palette 2 shades. One of them was a glitter. I'm going to keep this because I really like the yellows in here. Modern Renaissance, keeping, because it's called classic. And I really...
Oh, this is the Pretty Strong palette from Makeup Revolution. I think I'm going to get rid of this palette because I don't really use this palette that often. I think I remember using it once and I really didn't like it. I think it was in a products I hate video. So I'm gonna declutter this one, or I'm gonna declutter it and I'm gonna give it to friends. Then the Makeup Revolution Reloaded Velvet Rose palette. This is probably the most read article on my blog, because it's a good dupe for the Soft Glam palette from ABH, if not nearly identical in terms of color. Personally, because I have the ABH one, and this one doesn't have a mirror, I know it sounds silly. I think I'm just gonna give this to somebody else because I do prefer the formula of the Soft Glam a little bit more. So I think I'm gonna donate this to family and friends. Then probably same thing with the Revolution X South palette. I have not used this palette in a very long time. So I do think that I am going to give this palette to like a better home. I'm gonna donate it to a better home. Then Dream Street and Sweet Talk palette. Actually, I have depotted these palettes entirely together with some other palettes from Colourpop. So even though this looks like Sweet Talk and Dream Street, it isn't. It isn't. It's a combination of Sweet Talk, Dream Street, Honey. I think no, not Honey. Just My Luck and the Main Squeeze palette. So yeah, I think I'm gonna donate these as well because I don't use them.
The It's My Pleasure palette, I'm gonna keep this one because I really like this palette from Colourpop. Nabla Dreamy, I'm gonna keep this one. Classic, I love it so much. Nabla Soul Blooming, I'm keeping all of my Nabla palettes. My Precious Off, I love that one.
The NYX Ultimate Brights palette, I think I'm gonna get rid of this. Purely because I have other rainbow palettes right now that I prefer so much more over this one. Like I said before, the Just My Luck palette is decluttered into the Dream Street and Main Sweet Talk palette as well as Main Squeeze. So I'm gonna chuck the packaging into hopefully something recyclable. Okay, so it's actually the next day and yeah, my battery died and then I couldn't film again because it got too dark. So that's where we at, but I kept the palettes in front of me so I know where I was. So I was at my first singles palette. So here we have some Nabla things, some Colourpop shades as well. So these are, for example, from the Just My Luck palette. So I'm gonna keep this one. Then the Colored Rain Vivid Pigments palette, I'm going to keep this one because I find it to be a very unique palette in my opinion. And we have the BH Cosmetics Daisy Marquez palette. I have to say that I think I've used this about once. So this is going to go into the maybe pile because I've just not been using this that much. I do like the formula, it's just that I'm a little bit limited by the mattes in this palette and just like the combinations that I can make. Even though I really like the packaging and the formula, it's not my favorite palette. So that's going into the maybe pile.
Then my Makeup Tutorials is Beauty Bay palette, keeping obviously. It's a new one, it's fantastic. So this is my other individuals palette with some other Nabla shades. This single from Sugar Pill, as well as some Colored Rain individuals, some Colourpop individuals. These are, for example, all from Just My Luck and that Watermelon palette. And these are some of the shades from the Juvia's Place palette, so I'm going to keep this obviously. Then we have the Carnival 3 palette. This is from Be Perfect. This is a new one. I'm going to make a video soon with this. I'm obviously keeping this as well. Then we have the Carnival XL Pro palette. I'm also keeping this. This is actually one of my favorite palettes, so keeping.
The Juvia's Place Freak palette, I'm not sure about this one because I never actually use it, so it's going to go into the maybe pile.
Then the Juvia's Tri palette, I'm going to keep this because I find it to be very unique. Like this shade is very unique, this shade, and this shade, and this shade, and this shade is very unique into my collection, so I'm going to keep this palette.
The Duce palette, oh yeah, I decluttered some shadows in this palette. I'm going to have to think about it because I don't really use this palette that often. And I think I'm going to depot some of these shades into my individuals palettes. So this is going to go into the throwaway pile, but I'm going to depot it.
Then the Juvia's Zulu palette, I'm going to keep this one because it's a really nice and classic, colorful palette, and I really like the formula. And then we have the Magique by Juvia's. I'm also going to keep this palette because it's actually one of my favorites. I think it's such a good palette. Really nice metallics as well, and quite unique in terms of color combinations too, so I'm going to keep this one.
So these are the eyeshadow palettes that I am going to donate or throw away. And then we have 4 palettes in the maybe pile. So ABH Riviera, I think I'm gonna get rid of it. I think I'm gonna donate it, or like to friends. I think I'm gonna give it to friends because I'm just not using this palette if they want it. Then the Duce palette by Juvia's, like I said, I'm gonna depot this one. Then the Freak by Juvia's, I think I'm gonna go do the same thing as with the Duce palette. I think I'm gonna depot some of these shades, like this and this and this and this one. And I'll see which other shades I want to keep because I'm just not really using this. And then the Daisy Marquez palette, I think I'm also going to donate this to friends or family that want it because I'm just not using this. Okay, so the last thing that I want to declutter are my lipsticks, and these are all of my lipsticks, lip liners and stuff like that. So I'm just gonna take them out and see what I'm gonna do. Maybe I'll shoot. So I've zoomed you guys in a little bit so you can clearly see what I am doing. So this is my basket full of lip products, and there are quite a bit of few lip products. I've got like lipsticks here, and then we have liquid lipsticks here, lip glosses here, and some miscellaneous things over here. So let's go. So I've poured out my lip products so you can clearly see all that we are working with. So I'm just gonna go over them, I guess, and then put the ones that I'm gonna keep in this basket. I already have 2 of my sharpeners in here. So yeah, let's go over this. I don't really know where to start, but quite a bit of lip products. Not the most extensive collection, but enough to give me a headache. Oh, by the way, this is Meher from MAC. I'm so proud of the progress that I've made on this particular lipstick because it's nearly finished. So obviously I'm keeping that to finish it up. So these are the Nabla Dreamy liquid lipsticks. I'm gonna get rid of these because they have been in my collection, I think, since 2017. This was like a limited edition holiday collection. So I'm gonna get rid of these because they're probably expired. So I'm gonna get rid of these. They're for the garbage. So another thing I'm getting rid of, these are the Wet n Wild, I don't know what the Megalost lipsticks, I think, or lip colors. I'm gonna get rid of these because again, they have been in my collection, I think, since 2017 or 2016, so for way too long now. They're also all like pinky colors, which I don't really enjoy that much anymore, so I'm gonna get rid of these as well. I see a lot of other liquid lipsticks from Ofra as well. I'm gonna get rid of all of my Ofra liquid lipsticks because they are liquid lipsticks. They're probably expired and I never ever wear these colors anymore. So a MAC lipstick that I'm gonna get rid of is this one from the Patrick Star collection. I'm gonna get rid of this one because I don't really use this anymore. It's very, very warm toned. The formula is nice because it's MAC, but it's not my favorite. So I'm gonna get rid of this one, or maybe like disinfect it and clean it and, you know, sanitize it and maybe see which one of my family members would like this. But in Corona times that doesn't really seem smart, so I'm gonna toss it. These are the ColourPop Ultra Satin Lips in collaboration with Kathleen Lights. So we have Rêver and Dreamy. I'm gonna get rid of these two because they are probably past their expiration date, and I don't, again, they're liquid lipsticks, so I don't really use them that much anymore. Even though they're satins, I just don't find them to be very comfortable. So I'm also gonna get rid of those. Another thing I'm gonna get rid of is this little sample size. This is from Lime Crime. It's their Diamond Crusher, I think, and this is in the shade Over the Rainbow. A really nice eye product as well, but I have just not been using this for the longest time, and it seems to have separated around the edges. So I'm also gonna get rid of this one, as well as these Catrice Pure Pigments lip lacquers. I'm gonna get rid of these two as well because I have not really used them that often. They're really glossy, but they are high pigment, and I found that I actually don't really like that, so I'm gonna get rid of these two as well. I'm actually gonna get rid of this ColourPop So Juicy lip gloss because I think it is an atrocious lip gloss. I really don't like it. It's way too minty. It has a weird taste or smell. It's very thick on the lips, and I just don't like this at all. So I'm gonna get rid of that one. I'm also gonna get rid of this Essence lipstick. This is the Matte 04 lipstick. A really pink color, but again, I have not used this in a really long time, and it's probably expired by now. I'm also gonna get rid of another sample of this Lime Crime. I think this is one of their Velveteens, and this is the shade L. I'm also gonna get rid of this because it's probably past the expiration date, and I don't really like liquid lipsticks, as I said before. So this is the Sugar Pill liquid lipstick in the shade Trick. This was a limited edition, and it's like a black with a ton of really cool glitters in it. I have been using this for 3 consecutive years as my Halloween lipstick, so I'm gonna get rid of it. It's time to ditch it. It can't be in my collection anymore. It's probably so expired by now. And then we have the ColourPop Lippy Sticks. I'm actually gonna keep these because I really like them, and I have made some really good progress on some of these shades. These 3 are all very similar, but that's life. I do enjoy the formula, and I will keep these. Now obviously in my lipstick collection I also have the Lisa Eldridge lip products. I've been keeping them in this little bag that she made. If you want to see my review of the new lip gloss and lip liner, then check out this or this. It's one of these 2 sides. And I keep those separately because they are precious, so I'm not throwing those away, obviously. So yeah, this is what we have left in terms of lip products. Probably a whole lot of lip glosses, and then my MAC lipsticks, and one from ABH, one from ColourPop, but not that many lipsticks anymore. I'm really like a gloss type of person these days. So yeah, I'm really happy with this. It feels a lot more clean, a lot more minimalistic, because my lip products were one region where I was just going crazy, like batshit crazy. So I'm really happy with this. So this is all of the stuff that I'm getting rid of. It's not that much, but it's a lot nevertheless. Obviously the main part is lipsticks that I'm getting rid of. Liquid lipsticks, because I'm over 2017 in liquid lipsticks. Then a few base products like the Physicians Formula products, this ColourPop thing, glitters, few mascaras that are empty, few 2 expired skincare things, and a few eyeshadow palettes that I am going to donate to friends or family. So yeah, we got a pretty condensed collection again. So yeah guys, that completes today's video. I really hope you kind of enjoyed this declutter slash clutter this declutter kind of video and slash like makeup collection, and I hope to see you in the next video. Sorry for my appearance towards the end. I have my pimple patches on which is actually a skincare haul that should be already up or is coming really soon. So yeah, keep your eyes on that as well. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Leave a comment or a like down below, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!